How are you doing?
I'm doing so well. So we're getting close to launch time, and you've released some details on your blog.
There below is, as we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. You look at Brooklyn, this season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
And seeing where the Nets are, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players, because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
Now Sacramento starting five. Bogdanovich is out there with Jackson. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Harden. And it's Bledsoe in at the one. And looking at the Nets, Zeller is out there with Randall. Then it's Morant. Then it's Green. And it's Dinwiddie in at the two-guard spot.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. And Randall throws it down.
Yeah, you know, in Cody Zeller, I think they've got a guy who does all the little things like making good, smart passes and creating open shots for others.
Now here's Bledsoe. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Puts up a three. Zeller grabs the board. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Harden against Dinwiddie. Harden the pass to Jackson. Bledsoe outside. The pass to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Pass to Dinwiddie. Passes it to Zeller, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, like most guys, a comfort zone inside for Zeller. The closer he is, the more effective he is.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Luke Walton gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about the task of slowing down Ja Morant. Coach said the one thing you can't account for with Morant is his explosiveness. Everything else you can plan for, but sometimes he'll just beat you. And Kevin, that's what they mean when they say good defense, better offense. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Morant after Eric Bledsoe's score. Pass to Dinwiddie. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
On the wing, Harden. Outside, Bogdanovich. The pass to Jackson. Harden outside, over Randall. Harden, no good. And Morant's got the ball here for the Nets. They trail by 1. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Randall, and the rejection by Jackson. And that does it for the first quarter. Kings lead by 4. Stay with us. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the 2nd round a few years ago.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about the Kings here in this one so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Julius Randle. He's out there with Zeller. Green out there with John Morant. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Morant. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Bledsoe kicks to Harden. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Julius Randle picks one up. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Bledsoe passes to Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Morant. The Kings have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Jackson hits both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And Randle throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
And you look at what Zeller did on a per-minute basis last year, the scoring and rebounding were up.
And part of that, Greg, was that he also took more three-pointers than ever before. It's certainly not his game, but it seems like every big guy now has to at least be respectable from behind the arc, just the way the game is being played.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Jackson, the rebound by the Nets. Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game. Randle passes to Dinwiddie. Dedmon with the block, and they get it back. Count the basket.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Dedmon kicks to Bledsoe. Pass to Harden from the arc. Can't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
You know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Harden with the draw. Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
What a play!
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Randle against Jackson. Randle outside. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above. Thanks for joining us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Bledsoe is out there with Harden. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward.
You know, what's most impressive about Harden to me is his versatility as a scorer. I mean, he's a remarkable combo guard with great size and strength and very efficient on the offensive end.
Randall finds Morant. Passes it to Zeller. Now here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Harden against Dinwiddie. Here's Jackson. Randall grabs the board. Nets trail by 3. Dinwiddie with the bucket. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Inside. Here's Harden. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
How the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
So I bet. Jackson, that's good.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Morant outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. He kicks it to Zeller. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Morant. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14.
Boy, Zeller's energy and activity infectious. His teammates really appreciate his hard work on the glass.
Now the pass to Jackson. .114 left to play here in the third. Dedmon trying to break free, and Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got the lead up to 7 now for Sacramento.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Morant dishes to Green. Pass to Randall. Morant against Bledsoe. A floater. Dedmon with the block.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Nets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Over to the left wing. Back to Randall. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. There's the lob to Jackson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Randall passes to Morant. Out to the right wing. Dinwiddie right side.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
The third quarter comes to a close. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Randall out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Green. Then it's Morant. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Jackson kicks to Harden. Pass to Dedmon. Back to Harden. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morant against Bledsoe. To the paint. Here's Dinwiddie. And the layup is good.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
Kings leading now by 5. Harden the pass to Jackson. And the shot goes down.
And guys, they did a better job of getting good looks inside in that first half. More of their shots now coming from the perimeter.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Kings.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Pass to Randall. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Kings shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Morant against Bledsoe. Jackson trying to break free. No good from Bledsoe. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. 8-point game. Good work there as it goes.
You know, guys, every year Randall seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Back to Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Jackson against Randall. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Plays with nice force. I mean, Randall heading to the line now.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. Both free throws good from Randall.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Harden against Dinwiddie. Harden surveying the D. Off target from three-point range. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. They get it back, and Zeller kicks to Randall. Zeller, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Not backing away from the moment. Zeller wanted the rock in that important situation. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Morant, the bounce pass. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, this young kid is fun. Randall proving that the moment, not too big for him.
Harden against Dinwiddie. And it goes down 2 points.
You got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 6. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jaren Jackson.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Morant against Bledsoe. He dishes it to Harden. That one drops for him.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden's, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're down by 6. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To the inside. Randall. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Absorbing contact really well. Randall will get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Harden against Dinwiddie. And here's Harden. Shot clock at 6. The three gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps